What's up, boys? In today's video, fellow YouTuber ClawdCS and I rated every single Glock skin in CS2. We're planning on doing one of these for every weapon in the game, so leave a comment letting us know which weapon you'd like to see next. Let's get into the tier list. All right, what's up, guys? We're back with another tier list. Today we're doing the Glock-18. As usual, I'm here with the boy Claude. You want to say what up?
What's up, guys? We're back for another tier list, and we got a ton more in the works.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Short and sweet. All right, let's get straight into it. First up is the Glock-18. I've seen a lot of mixed feelings online about this skin. I think the number one thing that I do see about it, though, is like it just instills a bit of nostalgia into you when you look at it. Just reminds you of Legos, you know, and that's obviously what they were going for when making it. I don't personally think it like looks that good color scheme wise, but I do love like the 3D aesthetic of the Legos popping out. So I don't know, I'd probably just throw this into B. What would you say?
Yeah, I think it's probably also a B tier skin for me. The things I like about it, though, is like it's one of the only white Glock-18s, which is definitely a bonus.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of blues, like looking at this list, lots of blues and grays, so it's definitely a standout. The overall design looks kind of cool. However, yeah, it's probably no more than a B.
Yeah, I do like the white aesthetic as well. All right, cool. Today's video is sponsored by Rain.gg. If you're sick of opening regular CS2 cases and would rather have fun spending your money, Rain.gg is the site for you. Not only can you open a bunch of fun cases, but Rain also offers game modes like battles, doubles, and even an upgrader. But even better than the game modes, Rain offers a free daily, weekly, and monthly case. Also, if you sign up with my code, you get 3 more free cases and a 5% deposit bonus. So if you decide to play, make sure to claim those free cases with my link in the description or use code Trayvon. Please remember, loot box sites can be highly addictive, so make sure you only play if you're over the age of 18 and only spend money you can afford to lose. Seriously, let's get back to the video. Next up, we have the Fade. This is a crazy one to have second. This is probably like one of the most, if not the most legendary Glock skin of all time. But the Fade, it's been around for a while. It's one of the earliest Fades. It's just so clean, man. I love that it's just on the slide and not the rest of it. It makes it so simple, yet so beautiful. Like the colors pop. You can have it in a bunch of different fade percentages, of course. I personally like the ones with more purple, but to each their own. I would probably, I don't know actually if I would throw this S, but it's either low S or like top of A for me.
Yeah, I think this is like an automatic S tier for me right off the start.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of the better Glock-18s, and you can't go wrong with the fade pattern.
Yeah, hell yeah. While we're at it though, just a question. I forget how you felt about the op fade.
The op fade?
Yeah, what do you think about
I don't
that?
even remember. I don't even remember. I think I put it like somewhere in A tier, maybe B tier.
Yeah, facts.
But for the Glock-18, it's definitely a standout.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, yeah, I was just curious because I'm not personally a fan of the op fade, but like I love fades in general. So, okay. Next up, this is one of my favorite skins in the game, let alone for Glocks. I love the Glock Moonrise. It's so clean, and you could get the moon in a bunch of different spots, and I love the star patterns. It's just like a cool Easter egg. I personally own one, and it's my personal play skin. I have like over 1,000 kills on it. Like I just grind this Glock every time. I love it so much. I would throw this personally above the fade, actually, which is kind of a wild statement, but I love the purple.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a fire skin. I don't think I could put it S tier above the fade. I'd probably put this like A tier. It's definitely one of the better Glock-18s as well. Pretty much every budget video I do showing off skins for a cheap price, this is on it.
Right.
You can't go wrong with how it looks for the price, and pattern-based skin also. It's super cool. So it's definitely probably an A tier skin for me.
Okay, word. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I like top of A for that. All right. Next up, I believe this is the High Beam. Super sleek skin. I like the light blue color, and I like the almost white racing stripes through it, but it's just like super light blue. There's not too much going on, so I don't think it necessarily has like a bunch of artwork that would make it deserve to go into like the high ranks of A and S, but I would probably put it B above the Glock-18.
Yeah, I think I'd probably agree with the same spot as you. It's like a light sky blue color with a bit of white or silver going through it. It's pretty basic, but it is super clean.
Yeah. Okay, word. Simple. Cool. Next up, Twilight Galaxy. If I recall, this got like a huge buff in CS2, and I'm pretty sure the price skyrocketed when this game came out. I'm still personally not the biggest fan, but like, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's ugly. There's just not too much going on about it. Just like when you're looking at it, it just seems like sparkles on a dark blue background, which is cool, but not necessarily my cup of tea, I guess. I would probably put it in between these two.
Really?
Yeah, personally.
Oh yeah, we're definitely different on this one. I think this is another fire skin. I think it's above the Moonrise.
Wow, really? You think this is better than the Moonrise?
Yeah, the shine on it in CS2 is insane. Looks great.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I know a lot of people love this thing. All right, well, maybe we just split and go low A then? Or you're saying you would put it in S above the Moonrise, or you're saying you would put it in A?
No, I'd keep it in A.
Okay.
Just above the Moonrise, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's just split it there then. Okay, this is the Steel Disruption. This is pretty much just a shiny version of an urban DDPAT. That's the way I look at it. I think that's exactly what they were going for as well. That being said, I do think it is better than most of the DDPATs. That shine adds a lot, surprisingly. But it's not amazing. Like, that being said, I do think it probably deserves B though.
Yeah, I think it deserves B as well. I think looking at our list right now, I'd probably put it bottom of B.
Okay.
But it's definitely better than a normal DDPAT.
Yeah, I think I would probably personally pick it up over the Glock-18, but I am cool with that spot. All right.
Sounds good.
Next up, Dragon Tattoo. This is, dude. I'm so torn on this skin because I think the majority of the reason why I love it so much is just pure nostalgia, and like that it was one of the most goated, just clean Glock skins back in the day. But like, it still holds true. Like, when I see it in game, I'm hype and I pick it up every time. It's like, it's kind of expensive, and the majority of the price is because of trade up value. But even still, I think I would probably put this in A. Like, it's just clean.
We're definitely disagreeing on this one too. That's a C tier skin for me.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, like, I just made a video, a black theme Lodo, and I had some cheap and expensive options. This was one of the expensive ones, and everyone in the comments was flaming it. Everyone said they'd pick up the budget version over this.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, even though you chose to put it in the video, you're siding with them, you're saying?
Yeah, 100%. I think even in the video I said I'd rather pick up the budget version over the expensive version for that.
Okay. Well, wait, what was the cheap one?
I can't remember. It'll come to me when we get through this video.
Okay, okay. Word. Sounds good. Okay, well, shit. Well, maybe we just like put it here or here, split the difference. Or, okay. Oh, I think this is also a good time to mention. I always forget to mention this, but as usual, Claude and I each have a veto, which essentially means we can choose to put any of these skins, one of any of these skins, wherever we want on the list. No questions asked. So usually we tend to save them till the end, but we could do it whenever we wanted. So if he wanted to throw this in C right now, which I don't think he's gonna do, he could, just so you know. Word. Next up is the Glock Gamma Doppler. This is just a dope skin through and through. Any Doppler is sick. I love the fact that there are multiple phases. Of course, the Emerald's the best phase, but we can't just base it on the best phase. We have to consider all 5. With that said, I still think it's an A tier skin, personally.
Yeah, I think if we were looking at just the Emerald, it's an S tier skin above the Fade.
Yeah.
But if you're considering all the tiers, I'd probably throw it top of A, bottom of S still.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm very cool with that. Word. Okay, next up, this is called the Reactor, I believe. Simple skin, not much to say about it other than the fact that it's one of very few orange Glocks, which I like, and I know you like. Orange is a dope color. Orange and black is clean as always. I mean, dude, honestly, before this video began and we started ranking them, I would have thought I would put this lower, but now that I'm seeing what we have in B, I would probably put this like here.
Yeah, I think I'd probably even put it top of B, looking at our list right now.
Yeah.
The orange definitely pops in CS2.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Cool. Easy. All right. This is the Nuclear Garden, I believe. Another pattern-based skin. I know some people absolutely love one of these patterns. I think it's pattern 697 or something, but it's just full of skulls across the entire slide. And it has like a couple on the back, I believe. There's like a cult following for that specific pattern of this skin. But either way, I think the green pops immensely well. I would probably put this, well, okay, sorry. In CSGO, the green popped so splendidly, but I had one going into CS2 and I remember being so mad at the update. They just made it so much more dull. I was quite upset, but I guess in Go I would have put it in A. I think in CS2 I would probably put it like low B.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I was even thinking bottom of A for this. Even though the green doesn't pop as much as it used to, I still think it stands out pretty good. And considering there's no other like green Glock-18s other than like the emerald and these like army woods type themed greens, then it's definitely one of the better looking colored skins.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I guess I just have a gripe with the fact that they like made it look washed out, but it's still a good skin. I'm cool with bottom of A. All right, this is the brass, if I'm not mistaken. Super simple, another metallic skin. It's got that golden brass color. There's not really much to say about it in my opinion. I think it's clean. I don't think it necessarily deserves to be up here with the greats, but I do think it's probably a B tier skin for me.
Yeah, I think I can agree with like a B tier skin. Looking at our list and more skins to come, like I feel like we're gonna have a lot in the B tier area.
Yeah.
And I definitely think this is probably one of the lower end Bs.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it could be reaching C for sure. That said, I don't know. I think I would probably pick the Steel Disruption up over it. What do you think?
I'd probably pick it up
over it.
Probably right under the Block 18. Would be
okay.
Where I'm at.
All right. Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. Okay. Next up is the Bunsen Burner. Dude, I mean, unless you can convince me otherwise, I've always hated this skin. There's just not much appeal to it. If I'm gonna get a skin with this color on the Glock, I'm just gonna get the Twilight Galaxy every time. Even though it's more expensive, it's worth paying that premium because this like dog shit flame just looks terrible in my opinion. I don't know. I'd probably throw this D.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd probably throw it C tier. Nothing special about it.
Yeah.
Washed out colors, doesn't stand out.
Yeah, C's cool. Okay, next up we got the grinder. We're starting to get into those, you know, dark white and black, like silvery skins right here. The grinder's cool in my opinion because it's one of very few silvery skins that has like another color shining through on it. And in this case, it's like red on some of the patterns, which I think is interesting, but I don't necessarily think it makes it that much better. I would say probably somewhere in B.
Yeah, I think it's a B tier skin as well. You can get different patterns, like you said. I don't think it's... Looking at the list, I'd probably say what I said last time, just under the Block 18.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. That seems fair. Yeah, I think we're going to have a ton of B tiers, but that's okay. Yeah. It is what it is. There's just a lot of mid Glock skins. All right.
Yep.
Next up is the Ironwork. Yeah, it's very similar in color to a lot of these skins, Steel Disruption, Dragon Tattoo, and Grinder, but I personally love the way that the etching and engravings on the slide looks like so much. So comparatively to these other silver Glock skins that we've already gone over, I do think the Ironwork is the best of the 4 or 5 that we've seen thus far. I would probably put this just below the Reactor or just below the High Beam, somewhere here.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm pretty sure this is the skin I showed for the black theme loadout that everyone said was better. Okay,
yeah. No, it is a clean skin. I actually really like it. And I wouldn't even be mad if you had said it would deserve A, but I think like high B is fair.
Yeah, I think high B is fair.
Okay, cool. Next up is the Water Elemental. This is another one that just makes me feel so nostalgic. It's just so clean, and it's just a classic skin. The red and blue are both vibrant as hell, and there's like a ton of contrast, which I think is great. I don't know. I think I'd probably just throw this in A. I don't think it necessarily deserves S, but I think it definitely goes at least A.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's an A tier skin. I think it's just above 4 It's pretty much the same as the Moonrise. If I could rank them the exact same, I probably would.
Okay. All right, well, then since I like the Moonrise more, I'll put it here. Oh. All right. Now we got the Oxide Blaze. Not much to say.
Not a whole lot. I don't know if I'd throw it F tier.
Okay, fair enough.
Honestly, I'd probably throw it C tier above what we have.
What? You're gonna pick?
Yeah.
Okay, I actually remember beforehand. I forget what gun it was, but there was another Oxide Blaze, and I was surprised by what you thought about it as well. I know you don't love it, but you definitely like it more than me. Which I don't know,
I think
dude.
it's better than the Bunsen Burner.
I think like thematically, like the flames look better, but like it's just like a rust coat. I don't know. I just hate it so much, but we can put it here. That's fair. Okay. Now we got the Bullet Queen. This is an absolute banger. That yellowy orange color pops a lot, and you have the nice artwork of the female on here. I mean, it's just probably objectively one of the best Glock skins in the game. They definitely tried quite hard on this one comparatively to a lot of these. I think it probably goes below the Fade for me.
Yeah, looking at our list, honestly, I'd probably still put it under the Game of Doppler.
Okay. Okay.
But we're pretty close in where we think it would go.
Yeah, word. Okay. Well, maybe we just go there then.
We can do that.
Cool. Sweet. Next up is the Weasel. This skin, I actually like this skin probably more than most. I think that Weasel artwork's pretty cool. And in CSGO, I don't know why, I probably just thought I was cool, but like, you've seen like the, fuck, I'm forgetting the name right now, but oh, the Pink Panther, like the I Buy Power over the Jaguar. Yeah, so I like took, I think it was a Virtus Pro sticker, and I put it like directly over the Weasel's face, and I don't know like what the name of that was, but it looked so sick and I loved it so much. But I guess that's just one very specific instance of a sticker craft, so we can't consider that. But I do think I would put this somewhere in B, maybe like just above the Glock-18.
Yeah, I think I'm probably in a similar spot with you on that. Actually, what do we have just under the Glock-18 there? It's hard to tell.
Oh, the Grinder.
I'd probably put it under the Grinder also.
Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that. There's like, yeah, there's just gonna be a ton of skins in here. I'm not gonna really be too tied to where it goes in B, you know? All right. This is the Catacombs. Again, one of those similar black and silver color schemed skins. That said, sadly, I do think this is probably the worst black and silver skin out of all these Glock skins that we've seen thus far. I'm definitely taking the Steel Disruption and the Dragon Tattoo over it, and I don't think we're gonna have a lot of C tier skins on this list, so I would probably put this in C at the top of it.
Honestly, I'd probably put this above the Weasel.
Really? Okay, so you think the Dragon Tattoo and the Steel Disruption are worse?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine though. We could leave it there. Next up is the Vogue. This is just such a good skin in my opinion. I love the eyes looking directly at you. I love the bright colors. We've got orange, pink, and purple. And I think another thing that people don't really take into consideration that I actually like a lot about the skin is like the artwork of the words on top of the slide that you can like only see if you're holding it, looking down at it. I think it looks super dope. Yeah, I don't know. It gives me like cyberpunk vibes. I would probably put this top of A, right in this range, or S.
Really? Huh. Yeah, I think we're definitely off on a lot of them on this. I like bright colors in CS2 on a lot of skins, but this skin does not do it for me.
Damn. Okay.
It's a mid skin for me.
That's fair. That's fair. I think that the community in general is pretty torn on this skin. I think a lot of people really love it, and some people are just like meh. So that
skin is like
makes sense.
Top of B for me.
Top of B. All right.
Yep.
Maybe like we just split and go here then.
Sounds good.
Okay. Cool. Next up is the Sacrifice. I've always thought this one's pretty cool. I've never personally owned one, but I do like the contrast, like I said before, for another skin. I like that, you know, heaven versus hell aesthetic that's going on with the black and white background. sort of like the blue angel and like the red fire type beat. I think it's pretty good. It's quite cheap if I'm remembering correctly, and I would probably put it right here above the Glock-18.
Yeah, I think it definitely has a cool design. I like the tiny subtle colors to it, and it is extremely cheap. Great budget option. I'd probably put it around where you have it as well.
Okay, cool. It's funny that the Glock-18 was actually a good one to start with because it's like a good like anchor point for us to just like base things off of. Okay, next up we have the off-world. I would say the blue color on most skins is pretty common, so there's not much to say about that in my opinion, but the best thing about this skin, according to me, is how it wears. Like when it gets into battle scarred, I think it's also true for the P90, and I feel like there might be one other skin with, or one other weapon with off-world on it, but it might just be the Glock and the P90. Either way, when you start to get into the well-worn and battle scarred conditions, you start to see like engravings, like someone like personally etched like words or pictures in with a knife, like by hand, and I think it looks so sick. That said, I don't think it's like on the upper echelon of skins up here in A, but I would definitely put it like upper B's.
Yeah, overall, I do like the aspect of how it wears. I don't know if that's the P90 only or also the Glock-18. It might be the Glock-18.
I'm pretty sure it's on the P90 too.
Yeah, I know for sure it's on the P90. I just didn't know if it was on the Glock-18, but I'm not a huge fan of the skin.
Okay. Not a huge fan to the point of it being in C or D?
Yeah, probably top of C.
Okay. Word. All right, well, should we split or should we just leave it in C?
We can split it.
Okay, there. Sounds good. Next up is the Umbral Rabbit. I really love this skin. I think the artwork is amazing. Super good attention to detail. It's like a rabbit floating through the clouds almost. And I love the fact that the rabbit's just a bright pink color. I think it's a great budget option. Probably one of the best budget Glocks in the game. And I don't think I would have thought I would rank it this high prior to starting this video, but looking at where we have things ranked, I think I would probably put this up here. Like, I think I'd put this above the Vogue. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, all good. Yeah, I definitely would put it above the Vogue as well. But, like, for me, the Vogue would be top of B, so this would be bottom of A. Okay. But I definitely would put it above the Vogue.
So you would prefer having the Nuclear Garden or the Twilight Galaxy over this?
Yeah. I would put that bottom of A if the Vogue was top of B.
All right. Maybe we just...
Since we have the Vogue in the middle... I would pick it up over the Vogue, so we can just put it right above the Vogue where you had it.
Okay, I mean, we don't necessarily have to do it like that. We can just do it based on where you would do it in general and then just split. Or if you want, we can do it there. Whatever you think.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have it at bottom of A anyways, so we can just put it there.
Here, or?
Yeah, where you had it above the Vogue is fine.
Cool, sounds good. Next up is the Neo-Noir. I mean... I'm always so torn on this skin because I realize that it's like quote unquote an objectively good looking skin and it's well made, but I just don't personally love it that much. Like no matter what skin I see it on, except for maybe the op where there's a lot more white, which we've already talked about in a previous op tier list video, I just don't think it's that amazing like on the UMP or the Glock. I know it's like good, but it just doesn't tickle my fancy to the point of me ever wanting to pick it up. So I would probably put it like probably the bottom of A.
Yeah, I think I'm in the exact same spot. I was going to say exactly what you said about the op. It has a ton more white on it. It looks a lot better for the Glock-18. It's definitely not as good as it should have been.
Yeah. Okay, word. Next up is the Ramese Reach. This is another super cool one that wears so well. When you get into those battle scarred conditions, you get like the coffin or like the sarcophagus of like the mummy just on the base of that desert skyline, which looks so sick in my opinion. Also, I have a really funny story about this skin. I was making a trade on CS Float one time, and I like sometimes CS Float just has some mishaps where even if you send a trade, it like won't register it for a few hours. And I like sent my trade to the guy who bought one of my skins, and he like started spam commenting on my account, like send item, you scammed me. And I added him and messaged him, and I was like, I explained what was happening, and he felt so bad that he sent me a 0.999 float Ramese's reach. He's like, here, this is a tip. And I was like, what? So I'm just gonna have that skin forever, just saved. But that was just a funny story that I had about the skin personally, but I do like this skin a lot. I think it was a great addition to the game. I'm a big fan of like tan colors in general, and I think this was a very good brown/tan addition. I would probably put this above the Vogue again.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite Glock-18s. The red eye stands out. It's a nice subtle detail that's added to the skin. I'd probably honestly put this S tier.
You know, I'm not hating that. I really don't hate that at all. I like it a lot. It's a really dope skin. Do you personally use it in like factory new, or I don't know if you own one, but like, would you use it in Battlescarred or in factory new?
I'd honestly use both. I like the coffin looking on Battlescarred, and I have traded up to this, and I still have it in my inventory. Definitely a super sick skin.
Hell yeah. No, it is dope. I'm actually very cool with S. You think it goes below the fade though?
Honestly, I'd pick it up over the fade.
Damn. Okay. I mean, shit. We can put it top of the list. We'll see what the comments have to say about that. I'm cool with it though. I don't hate it. Okay. Next up is the Snack Attack. I think we're probably going to be torn here. I used to absolutely hate this skin, but in CS2, it's just so much more vibrant, and like the clear coat of like the polymer over top of the snack artwork like really stands out now, and it's shiny, but it also makes the colors of like the Fry guys like pop way more. It's like shiny reds and blues. I think it looks really good, and I like the cartoony aesthetic. It's one of very few in the game that have that. I think I would probably put it here.
Yeah, I think we're definitely not torn on this one. I definitely think it's super cool, super clean skin. I personally would probably put it even higher. I'd probably put it above the Vogue.
Word.
Maybe even the Umbral Rabbit.
Damn. Okay, bet. I don't personally like it more than the Umbral Rabbit, but yeah, maybe we just go here then, split.
We can do that.
Cool. Next up, Wasteland Rebel. Yeah, surprisingly.
F tier.
Damn, you think it's F?
F tier.
Are you serious or are you trolling? I can't tell.
That's garbage, man.
Do you actually think it's worse than these two?
Honestly, probably, man.
That's so funny, bro. Okay, that's fair. Oh, dude, that's tough, bro. What I was gonna say is that I surprisingly like this more than the AK version, which I know a lot of people will just be like, what the fuck about? But the reason is because the spray painted words on there like takes up a lot of the skin on this, and it makes it very white, which I think is cool. There's no way that you think this is worse than this. You actually?
Yeah, man, F tier.
Oh no. Okay, shit. Well, for the meme, I guess I'll go with it, but have it be known that I think it's probably right here. Okay, that's funny, bro. All right. Next up, we got the Franklin. Dude, okay, the thing is, you see this skin so much on the P250 that when you see it on the Glock, it just makes it so dope. And like, when I see it, it's just so rare that I think it's sick. But I don't necessarily love the way it looks so much. I just like see it and I'm like, oh my god, rare, high tier, like high ticket item. This thing's dope. That being said, I'd still probably put it like upper B's.
Yeah, I definitely think it's way better on the Glock-18 just because it's more rare. The price is like 10 times the price on the Glock-18 compared to the P250. Definitely, I'd probably throw it top of B.
Top of B? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Next up is the Royal Legion. I was thinking about these skins a little bit before we started the video, and I was gonna compare this one to the ones that we were talking about before with the silver slides, like the Ironwork, the Grinder, etc. But though it is similar in that aspect on the slide, I think it might be a bit better in my opinion than most, except for the Ironwork, because of that bright reddish orange handle. I think it adds a lot to it, and I would probably put it right here.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's probably in the exact same spot for me. I definitely think the Ironwork is a bit better, but it's pretty much the exact same design, just with an orange handle.
Right. Cool. Okay, and this is honestly a good time to get this skin. This is the Wraiths, and the way that I feel about this is it's essentially just a very bad version of the Ironwork. I think the handle, or I mean, I think the slide looks quite a bit worse design-wise. So I think I would probably even put it below the Steel Disruption.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Nothing special about the skin.
Cool. This is the Winterized, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, Glock-18 Winterized. I mean, like you said, bro, I would probably say F tier. I just really don't like this skin. I don't know if it actually goes F for me. I'm just joking, but I do like it probably more than these two. These two are really bad to me for some reason. I would probably put it here.
Yeah, I think I agree. I'd probably put that there. Honestly, I'd probably even move those other two to D tier.
Okay, I'm very okay with that. Dude, people are gonna be pissed about this, bro. It's gonna be hilarious. Comments are gonna be funny. Okay.
It's fine. They can come at me.
All right. Clear Polymer is up next. I think it's a very cool idea, like the way that you can see the bullets within the handle. I think it's dope. But when you're looking at it in game, it looks like very fake. Like it doesn't look realistic at all, which I don't love. The coolest thing about the skin though is, again, similarly to some others, the way it wears, it just gets darker. I like how it darkens quite a bit, but even with all of those positive things being said about it, I don't think it's that good. I would probably put it like here.
Yeah, I definitely think it could be a lot better. One thing that I wish it had is when you shot the gun, I wish bullets came out of the magazine.
Yeah.
Where you can actually see it on the side, but I do like how it shows, you know, bullets in the magazine. Definitely unique, and there's not a whole lot of skins like that in CS2, so it's definitely, I think, a B tier skin.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I'd probably put it under that ferret one.
Oh yeah, word. Cool. All right. Ooh, we might be torn on this one. This is another one that I see that I know doesn't necessarily look that good, but it's just pure nostalgia for me. When I see it, I think it's dope, and it reminds me of the FAMAS version too, which I think has a different name, but I really like it. Yeah, we have the Warhawk here. Dude, I feel like objectively, like, I know it looks bad. The colors are like even scratched no matter where you get it in, which is just like not great, but I still just like the like mouth, like tooth aesthetic a lot. I think I would probably pick this up like above the brass.
This is another one on my list that I do not like.
Yeah, that's fair.
Honestly, I'd probably F tier it up.
F tier it up. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I can probably settle for like bottom of C, but
yeah, we can just split
like
the difference. Let's pretend like you're throwing it bottom map and just split, bro. Okay, word. All right, we got the blue Fissure, I think.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty cool skin. I mean, I like the way that it looks like almost like a rock, like cracking, like a fissure, obviously. So it's like half blue and half purpley gray. I mean, I don't know. The color-wise, I think it probably goes above the Royal Legion for me. Vibe-wise, I don't know though. Maybe here. I'm cool with that if you are. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm good with it in B tier for sure. It's definitely one of the better blue top, like, of the slider Glock-18s. So I'm fine with it there.
Okay, word. Pink DDPAT. This is, other than the USPS purple DDPAT, this is probably my favorite DDPAT in the game. Okay, maybe not the orange DDPAT's sick too. But I like the pink, purple, and orange DDPATs a lot because of the bright colors. I know some people don't like the skin, but I actually really like it. I would probably personally get this over the Reactor if it's me.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I might even get it over the Franklin.
Yeah, cool. Word. What's this one called? Synth Leaf?
Yep.
Okay. The Synth Leaf is just objectively sick. Like, the teal and purple colors look dope, and I love the leaf artwork all over it. I'd probably put this bottom of S.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd probably put it near top of A, probably just under the gamma Doppler. So we're pretty close.
Okay, maybe we just go here then.
We can do that.
Cool. Death Rattle. This is one, I'll say it for you. F tier. I hate it.
Sir. Yep.
Okay, word.
F tier.
That was easy. Okay. The Glock-18 Knight. I'm not a big fan of the color. I think it would be cooler if it was just like pitch black instead of like a bluey, like, I don't know. It's just a little bit weird in my opinion. That being said, I like that it's clean. It would probably go here for me.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. Nothing special about it.
People are gonna hate that as well, but that's okay. Groundwater. I think this is just a really gross colored version of a sand dune. I don't know if you remember before, but I said you're gonna hate my opinion on the sand dune, and I think you still are. So we'll see when we get there. But I don't like the groundwater that much. It's similar to the night, but a worse color. I think I would probably put it here.
Yeah, I was gonna say the opposite. I was gonna say I like it better than the night
Because it's brighter.
Definitely still a C tier skin.
Yeah, you like it more because it's like brighter, or because it's green?
Just because it's a bit brighter.
Yeah.
Also, I think the price reflects it in the market, like 5 times the price.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Well, okay. It's also like way rarer and older, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've hit it 4 times in a 10% trade up.
Hey, that's so lit. Okay, word. Okay. Candy Apple. Super clean skin, and they actually did buff it in CS2. I remember the price skyrocketed a bit, and when I say skyrocketed, it's kind of subjective there, but it was like a few cents, and it went to like $1 in factory new. So percentage-wise, it did fly up, but it's still quite cheap. I think, I don't know, I think it probably goes in B, probably like here for me.
Yeah, I'd put it in B. I don't really care where in B, it's definitely B tier skin.
Okay, next up, we got the sand dune, and I'm assuming you're probably gonna say, oh, it's just slightly better version of the groundwater, maybe it goes into B, but I love the beige tone so much. This thing looks so clean, in my opinion, especially with a dope sticker craft on it. I'm pretty sure Arrow has one, and when I saw that thing, I loved it so much. But I personally, I mean, as a troll, I would say S. I don't actually think it goes S. I think I would probably put it above the Bullet Queen. I like it more than the Bullet Queen.
I gotta use my veto.
It's funny because I was gonna use mine on that, but yeah, all right. Where are you gonna put it?
I'm gonna put it probably where you said, bottom of B.
Bottom of B, okay.
Actually, top of C, just to make me feel better.
Top of C? All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Wait, so like, am I not allowed to veto your veto and put it here?
I don't know if I can do that, man.
Okay. Now
we don't veto vetoes.
Yeah, facts. Okay, red tires up next. Best part about this skin is that it's like majority black, but I don't like the red. I mean, I like the reds going through it. I don't like the gray, like almost like rubbery lines. That said, I do think it's probably like right here for me.
Yeah, I can settle for B tier on this one as well. Nothing special about it. I don't like how there's that like tiny bit of white writing like the side of a tire.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
Agreed. Here, you can say it for me.
A tier.
A tier? No fucking chance.
No, that's an F tier skin.
Skin is horrible. I don't actually remember the name. Isn't it called like Teal Graf? But it's not even teal.
Yeah, Teal Graf.
It's like red. Like, okay, yeah. F tier. Terrible skin. Ooh, okay, this is actually an interesting one. The AXIA. I see very mixed opinions on this. I think I would personally love this skin so much if the entirety of the handle was this like sparkly blue color, but
yeah,
it's just like cut off, which makes it look super whack. And I've seen people try to fix it with like the koi glitters, but that just makes it look even weirder. So, I mean, have it be known that if it was all sparkly blue on the handle, I would probably put it upper A, but because it's not, I would probably put it like, probably like here.
Yeah, I agree. If it was all blue, it'd be top of A. But looking at our list, I'd probably throw it top of B.
Word. Okay, last but not least, we have the gold Toof. This one's interesting. I actually really do like it in the lower wear conditions, like factory new, etc. But once it starts to wear, it looks really, really bad. I actually managed to get a battle scarred version in a case opening, and I was so excited seeing it roll up. But then when it hit battle scarred, I was like, oh my god, like that was just a waste of my luck, a waste of my red luck. I could have got the M4, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I think. Yeah, it had a lot of potential. I like the pink, though I would probably put it just below the AXIA.
Yeah, I can probably settle for that. In the mid-wear and factory new, definitely looks pretty decent, but when you get like battle scarred, it's disgusting.
Right. Yeah, it's really gross. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what that means. I have my veto left, brother. Any predictions here? Do you have any predictions for what I might do?
Probably taking that Wasteland out of F.
No. Thing is, I'm not too tied to that. I think that's a good meme. I think that's hella funny. I'm probably gonna go like this. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's better than these two, but I really like the Moonrise a lot. I'm a big fan of purple, and I would probably put it bottom of S to end off the video.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's definitely one of the better skins.
Sweet. All right, bro. You have any parting words?
Hope you guys enjoy that F tier list right there. Thanks for having me once again, and we'll do another one soon.
Yes, sir. This was a fun one. Catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Peace. I'm giving away this StatTrak factory new Ursus Knife Tiger Tooth when we hit 50,000 subscribers. If you'd like to enter for a chance to win, check out the community post. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, YouTube thinks you'll like this one too. Oh yeah, and YouTube told me 75% of you aren't subscribed yet, so go thumb wrestle that subscribe button down below.